Alright, we're back and we're playing the Guild 2, and we are going to talk about marriage today, finding a companion. And when I first started playing this game, I ran all around town trying to find a wife. Oh, what's going on here? Bunch of bros out for a bro run. Watch out for the rocks. I tried to marry people all over the place, and it was really frustrating because it never would let me. I couldn't figure out why. And so if we look here, you can see these are ladies from other dynasties. I believe you can marry them, but I never have been able to do it. It always says last member of dynasty for me. So you can see it says it on her. Here's another one, last member of dynasty. I've heard that if later in the game they have kids and they're not the last member, you can marry them. But if I remember correctly, you don't get anything for it. That you don't get the money that comes with them. Because if you look at them, let's see if we get some more information. Cancel that. So you can see she's part of that family, and she has $12,000 in assets, or gold, excuse me. But that's her family's assets, not her assets. And so you don't actually get that, and she just becomes part of your family, and nothing happens. You don't get a better relationship with her family. So it doesn't really do any good to marry. I guess that's what I'm saying. So how do we find a lady for this bearded gentleman here? Easiest way to do it is if we go into our important units tab. We see here there's the best candidates for Philip Fry, and then it's going to show you the best candidates out there for you. So the prerequisites for a wife in this game are she has to be unemployed, she has to be not engaged or courting anybody, and I think it's just unemployed or not employed by a rival family. I think those are the only two things, the main things. So, easiest way to do it is we'll go back in here and we'll look. So, my guy is a patron. And so, I'm going to look at what craft these ladies are and see which one I want for building buildings later on. Because if I marry a wife that's a patron as well, she can work in my buildings, but I can't make any other buildings. Whereas if I marry a craftswoman or a craftsman, then I can build craftsman buildings along with patron buildings, and that diversifies a little bit, makes it a little easier to do some stuff. So generally that's what I do. Let's see, this first gal up here, and it ranks them in order of age. If that matters, she's 18 and she's 54. So in that case, it would matter. And that's just for child rearing. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to say court somebody. And we are going to tell him that we want to court Susan.
To work.
Yes. Then I'll give you a little explanation about the type of person. So since she's considered a tradesman, it gives you a little bio on them and what they like and don't like. What I found is it doesn't really matter. You just don't want to repeat yourself. So you have these options here. You can compliment, give a gift, embrace, beguile, and kiss. So it doesn't really matter what you do. Just don't do it. Don't repeat the same thing. Well, you shouldn't repeat any of them. Except for one, because generally in the first day you can get through all of these, and then it'll take one more to get her to love you, which she's pretty chill. She's pretty chill. After a hug, a beguiling, and a kiss, she's ready to marry you. So you're either really good or she's really looking for a husband. So we're gonna run to her, and we're gonna speed up time a little bit, because apparently she's way out in the boondocks. Oop, where am I going? No idea. That pathfinding is horrible. Alright, here we go. Oop, not very slow. Let's just go normal.
I find you appealing.
Ooh. Look at that.
May I accompany you?
We're interrupting somebody else's flirtation.
Yes.
Ah, alright. So she said yes. So,
Courtship has begun.
as you can see, or you can't see because long-haired Broseph here standing in the way, tell you what, let's tell her to, whoa, 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 hey, don't walk off.
Blessed
tell her
are
to follow
those who
me.
do.
So you can tell how much people like you by this blue bar here with the gal, bless you, who's apparently sick. I always pick sick ones. So she may die before we actually get to marry her, but hopefully
Honest
not.
beer, no less.
If you get to the
God
marriage
bless.
part, then it'll actually reset her illness and she'll be fine. So we are going
Blessed
to
are those who do.
apparently hug. Ooh, not too close. She has a cold. These times this
That
could be
was
deadly.
lovely. Thank you.
It's a lovely hug. Alright, man, apparently
My grain
this
is not
like
moldy.
Will you
the,
accompany me?
the spot
go.
to pick up ladies or ladies to pick up gentlemen. So as you can see, it reset our timer on this, so we have to wait. Easiest way is to tell her to follow you around town while you do stuff, and then you just give her compliments and stuff like that. If we look in our book, we have a new section that says courted women by, and so this is the gal we're courting, and you can see just doing one of those brought me up all the way a bar and a little bit more. So it doesn't take very long. Once you get her all the way seduced,
If that's all it is.
we will use some editing and skip. So it's worth noting, the only thing you can seem to do multiple times is compliment somebody.
You are well built. My respects.
If you
Thank you for your kind and gentle words, sir.
calling a lady well built a compliment.
Someone has fallen in love with you.
Oh, okay. So now she's in love with me. So, well, that apparently did it. So if we look at her, we can see she's fully in love with me and she's getting pickpocketed. Good. So
My
we are going to
grain
go
is
here,
not
and now we have a new
mold.
option,
With pleasure.
ask for hand. So we're going to run right through that building because we're so excited to ask her for her hand. We're going to find her wherever she went. She is fast. Okay, there she is. Still sick, but we're going to catch her before it goes into influenza, so no big deal. Oh, there we go. We're proposing.
Will you take me as your husband?
Oh, apparently that's a no.
Sir.
Oh, nope. Yes. Okay, so here you have the option. You can do it right now in front of these portly chaps, or we can do it in a monastery. The more gold you have, the more this will cost, but honestly, I think it's just an RP thing, because it doesn't seem to matter or give you any bonus if you do in a monastery versus wherever you're standing. So, boom, now she's my wife. You can
What?
see she changed clothes, and now I
Time
actually
for
have
work.
control of her as a character. Man, these guys are just
Time for work.
enjoying that beer. So, you know, I don't know if that was a glitch when it did it, but it actually didn't reset her sickness. So, normally I'd tell her to go
I'm
see
the
the
master.
doctor, but what we'll do is the last part we'll show you is having kids. Don't worry, it's pretty PG.
Honest beer, no less.
Alright, we're going to
With
go into the
pleasure.
house. Tell them both to go to the house. So, once you marry her, unlike real life, you never have to compliment her again. her bar will stay full no matter what you do, unless you insult her purposely or something like that. So, you're in your house, and then you get this little option which says spend the night together.
Don't pretend to be tired.
So we'll have her instigate it with her flies above her head.
I thought I might fulfill my marital obligations to you tonight. What do you say?
Glad?
Never seen him say no. So they will walk into the back room, and whoop, there you go. What'll happen now is pretty self-explanatory, but after the let's leave them alone for a second and do their business. After the deed is done, which there it is, it's done.
Shall I help? If that's all it
And
is.
we'll bring him out here. And while you're young and you can still have kids, the chance of having kids goes down the older you get. She'll get pregnant if she's young and you're young right away, and that's what that little symbol is. And until she has the baby, which is generally about 9 months, or since 1 day is a year in game, it's like 16 hours or 17 hours. then she'll have the baby and you'll have a kid. However, she can't do anything during that time, so she's laid up in the house,
I must do
and you get to
something
go to
about
work.
these rodents.
So
How
that's about all
quickly.
there is to that. And the end of the day. So hope that's helpful. Go out there and find yourself a man or a woman, and beguile them and tell them they're well built. They appreciate that.